How you reassemble this was exactly the opposite of disassembly. So plug your plug back in, bolt everything up with your headlight, and just reverse procedure pretty much, rinse and repeat. Get in a car like this and smile, there's something wrong with you. What is up? What is happening, all of my beautiful people? Welcome back to the Bad LSX Garage YouTube channel. I'm glad each and every one of you could stop back by one more time just to see what's happening here at the garage, at the compound. Thanks for stopping by. Now, as I'm sure you guys probably seen by the title of the video and by just the beginning of this video, that we're changing my 24 roadglide up just a smidge, just a tickle. And it's not because I have to. It's not even because that I don't like this front end, because I do. Honestly, this new headlight, this new design is what sold me on this bike. So why am I changing it? Why am I going to something else? Bigger and better. Why not? If you can't tell, I'm super excited, and I'm not even going to hold back right now. This is the new light that everybody's talking about. When you get on Facebook forums and you see all these questions about, hey, have you seen that new light that's out? Or, hey, how does that light actually fit into my bike? Will it look good? Does it look better in person? Well, I'm here right now going to tell you about all of this and give you an installation video to boot. But first, let's introduce this light. This light is the Matrix style LED projector from TRYBEE. This light is going to change your bike from looking just like an ordinary sharknose roadglide to looking like it's going to rip your arm off. This light is equipped with advanced matrix style LED lenses for both high and low beams. It delivers brighter and more focused lighting with a cutting edge modern aesthetic. All lighting components utilize high quality Philips LED chip technology to ensure consistent performance. And the headlight beam can actually be manually adjusted to suit your needs. And let's not forget about the all-new design, that aggressive shark mouth design. It features a bold, sharp-inspired mouth shape that adds a fierce, just evil-looking, in-your-face, gonna rip your arm off, custom look to your bike that's gonna stand out from everybody else's. The videos nor the pictures on Amazon, on the TRYBEE website, are gonna do this justice at all. In fact, TRYBEE, if you're watching this, and I'm sure you probably are, you need to do something different with your pictures, because honestly, it looks cool in the pictures, but it kind of looks cartoonish. It really doesn't show off what this light really truly is, and it may not. Even this video may come off a little cartoonish. I don't know. But right now, in person, this light really is sick. I love the way that it's blacked out. I think that's really going to look good, particularly on my bike, the Whiskey Fire, with everything blacked out. It just looks good. It's a heavy duty, nice piece. Matter of fact, it feels just like the factory light does. And you guys know, if you watch the channel, I've had my factory light out several times. But yeah, it looks really good. It doesn't look cheap. It doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't look generic. And honestly, it does look like it can rip your head off. Before we get started with the disassembly, I want to make sure that I give this light a fair shake, plus get it kind of adjusted back to where my factory light's at, because I like the location it's in right now. In order to do that, I have put a tape mark across where my beam would be. So when I turn on my light, the bottom of the beam is actually at the bottom of this tape line, and that's what the bike's sitting upright. I have the bike specifically 12 feet from where the headlight is to the door. I also have a couple of other scenarios. That way it's for visuals for you guys. But I want you guys to be able to see, and I also want to be able to see, is this light actually gonna be worth the money that they're asking for it? $9.99 to $15.99 for a headlight? I don't know, we'll see. Right now the looks give it a big advantage, but it still takes more than looks. Now let's start our disassembly. We have 4 T25 windshield bolts. Let's get those removed. Make sure not to lose the little rubber grommet that comes with the windshield. and the bolt. Pull the windshield up and away. Now let's remove the vent cover. Go to the corner, pop that out, come to this corner and do the same. Do the same with your speaker grill. Grab this corner and just pull away. There will be 3 T25 bolts that need to be removed from both sides, and you may want to use an extension for this in order to keep from scratching your paint. Remove it. Do the same on this side. This little dash now can be just lifted up and removed. Be careful with your windshield holders, they will fall off. No big deal, just set it off to the side. I probably should have done this first, but it's better late than never. Make sure to cover up your fender. You don't want to drop something and have a bad day. Next, we need to take off 2 T25s, which is one here and one here. And then there will be 2 T27s at the top, here and here. Now there will be 2 T27s at the bottom corner of each speaker pod. Remove those. Now let's go to our little wings. You will have 2 bolts, one at the top, one at the bottom. You only need to remove one of those, the bottom one, that's it. T25 this side and the other side. Now remove your fairing, but be very careful. You don't want to scratch up anything. You don't want to make a boo-boo. Just pull it out away. Same for the other side. Pull it out and away. Grab in the middle and just pull it away. Be very careful. Now we need to remove the 6 bolts that hold this headlight in. We have 2 on the outer edges, 2 in the middle, and 2 underneath. Let's remove those. You will need a T30 and possibly a long extension to get to these outer bolts. Now that the 6 bolts are removed, you can go in and just gently pull out this headlight. Keep in mind, it is still plugged up in the back of the headlight. So lay your headlight down on your fender that is covered and come back here and unplug the wiring harness from the headlight. Before I install this headlight, I want to give you guys a little bit of tips and tricks because I'm not going to be able to get you guys in there to show you precisely how all this is going to work. I can't get a camera in the fairing, let's just be honest about it. So, easiest way to show you is on this table. Now this not only applies to this headlight, it also applies to the factory headlight as well. So if for some reason that you're just wanting to know how to adjust your headlight, well, this is how you're going to do it. So on the back of every headlight, whether it's this one or your factory one, you will have a Phillips head screw on the back. If you turn this Phillips head screw clockwise, you will raise the beam up. If you turn counterclockwise, the beam will go down. Now, how are you going to get a screwdriver in there in order to adjust all of this? Well, this screw actually has little divots in the sides of it as well. So you could take a screwdriver, actually go in through this way and move this. It's like a slack adjuster on a brake. How you reassemble this was exactly the opposite of disassembly. So plug your plug back in, bolt everything up with your headlight, and just reverse procedure pretty much, rinse and repeat. But one of the things that I am going to do so that I'm sure that I have my beam adjusted to where I want it, I'm going to bolt everything up, just these top 2 bolts though. I'm not going to put my fairing or nothing on yet. Then I'm going to look to see where my beam lies on my door. If it's not where I want it, I will take these 2 top bolts back out and I will either go clockwise or counterclockwise depending on whether it needs to go up or down. Well, what do you think? It definitely changed the looks. I like the way the black actually flows with the rest of the bike. It kind of shows off the whiskey fire a little more, just kind of gives it a more aggressive look. I do like the little LEDs that they put inside the red. Now, this one's red, but you can get them in blue and I think green as well. And I don't know, they may be coming out with more colors with that as well. It's not very bright, so that's not gonna get you in trouble per se, but it's just a little accent, you know, just a little something different. You're like, huh, am I seeing what I think I'm seeing? And you are. It looks good. It was easy to install. Like I told you guys, it's like factory, you know, it bolted right into place. The adjustment was very, very easy. I got it set exactly where I wanted it. And the bright is 100% brighter than the factory unit by far. It is bright. So definitely happy with that. There's only one thing that I don't like, and I think it's a personal preference to me. You may like it. To me, it looks a little different and a little off. I may get used to it, and then again, I may not. It's this little LED light at the top around through here. To me, it's a little bit too fat. If it was a little skinnier or maybe not existent at all, I think that I would like it a lot more. I don't know. I'm going to have to make up my mind on that. What do you guys think? We've checked out the high beams, we've checked out the low beams, but we haven't checked out the turning signals. What do they look like? I mean, good, bright, amber, the way they're supposed to be. It looks good. I mean, different look. I definitely like it. It's just this top. I'm not 100% sure about that, guys. I don't know. And that, my family and friends, is a wrap for this week's video. I know I told you in last week's video that I was going to get the bike all cleaned up in preparation for, but I never did tell you what for. Well, right here was the what for. I got a little excited. I put the cart in front of the horse, if you will, and the bike didn't get clean, but this beautiful headlight did get put in today. So unfortunately, I've got to now take time and actually clean this bike up. And listen, we got places to go, things to see, and people to do, or something like that. But either way, if you're interested in this light, if you like this light, definitely go check out Amazon, TRYBEE, and you know, tell them Bad LSX Garage sent you. I will leave a link in the description. Click on that link, check them out. It ranges anywhere from, I've seen $9.99 to $15.99, just kind of depends on the day. Listen, I love you, but until next week, are you ready? Let's do this. Peace. I'm out.